Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and welcome back to the 25th episode in this Pleasant Valley 17 FS17 Let's Play series. In the last episode in this series, we did some field work, some field preparation, planted some oilseed radish all over the place, and kind of started buying some stuff around the cows. Since then, I have released one episode in the Courseplay tutorial series that actually did take place in this game. I was harvesting grass down by the cows, and I've had a couple days off on making videos, and I've had a bit of an issue here where eventually figured it out. Every time I would go to record this episode, I would start this cultivator on this field and it would crash the game. And so I apparently had some sort of mod conflict going on, and I've got that resolved now, so I can once again harvest this, or cultivate this field. So we've got a lot of seeding to do in this episode, and might as well get started. So for these fields here, 5 and 9, I want to seed corn on them, so in order to do that I have to cultivate in the oilseed radish first. So we'll get this over here, and I'm going to disable a vehicle extension. It's a nice big square field, don't really need it, and we'll hire a worker. There we go. And the game didn't crash. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to let that run for a little bit, and I'm going to hop down to one of my other tractors down here by the cows, and I'm going to get this thing started planting grass. And once again, I'm going to turn off the AI vehicle extension for this. This is an easy enough field, won't really help us a whole lot. Alright, looks good. Alright, I want to let this cultivator get at least a couple passes done, maybe 2 before I start. That way I get a little bit of a head start. And so the next thing I was going to do is jump up here to the Moonshine distillery, and I'm out of sugar cane, so this isn't running anymore. But since I since I have a lot of seeding to do in this episode, I'm gonna try and see if I can raise enough money to buy a condor, which will help cut down the amount of time I gotta spend on this episode. So we want to do pallets and work mode on. There we go. And now I'm going to take this moonshine down to the warehouse so I can sell it. Alright, made it over here to the warehouse. We'll just get right up here. Turn off the work mode. Change our unload side to the right. And then unload. Alright, so I'll go ahead and sell that stuff. And while that's selling, not too sure where to take this. I think I'm just going to take this back over to the sawmill. I'll probably need the semi over there to move pallets around later. Alright, let's go check on our seeders. Blocked by an object, thanks. There you go. Well, that's good enough. I can start over here now. sure I get lined up right here. That'll be good. Turn that on. Hire a worker. Excellent. Alright, so we got $350,000 in harvest income. That is awesome. Which means I can grab this tractor right here. And I'm going to head up to the shop. Alright, so now that I'm at the shop, I can buy a new seeder. Very nice. And let's see, from here, this just needs to go back up to the main farm so I can refill it. So we can use transfer course for that, and we will transfer dealer to main farm. Start the first waypoint, drive course, stop at the last. Make sure that actually gets started correctly. Yep. Alright. Yeah, well, we're waiting on that. So the next thing I've got going on down here is silage. So I've got a good amount of silage up here in the fermenter. So I'm gonna grab some of this and refill my, or not refill, but fill my cow food mixer, power food mixer. That way we can start producing TMR. Don't need that. T8 is slipping. Did I forget to tell that to stop? Oh, maybe I got hung up at the road crossing. Sorry, we'll stick with this. We can stop driver, clear that out. Not run over the mailbox. There we go. And now we can refill this. Okay, now we gotta go put this guy to work. And I'm gonna take this over to field 20, since that's the biggest one I've got that I need to plant on. And we are going to do barley. Okay, and that's set to normal. Got the right grain selected, and we'll hire a worker. Awesome. Okay, cultivator's still going, seeder's still going. Looks good. This guy's still going. Fantastic. Alright, we've got one full truckload. Okay, so we can unload that in there. And I've also got quite a bit of grass in storage, so I'll grab another trailer load of grass and top off that part, and whatever's left I can dump in the fermenter. Okay, we want grass. Alright, so our grass and our straw is full. We just need a little more silage to finish filling that part up. So we'll dump the extra here into the fermenter. And then we'll fill the truck back up again with more silage. Let's check our seeders. Doing good. Doing good. Looking good. Alright, got another load of silage. Top off the feed mixer here. And now I'm gonna finish filling this trailer. Okay, so looking at our silage prices, the Roberts Farm BGA is at 307. So we'll mark that. And that is over here on the west end of the map. I'm not sure if this is going to work. So there's a few differences here, because in Goldcrest Valley you can just sell this at the hay and straw sale points, and I don't think you can do that anymore. Well, you can't do that on PV because it doesn't have a price listed at those points. And I'm also not sure, because some third-party maps you can tip into the Silo Kings at the BGAs, and I'm not sure if you can do that on this map. So I'm gonna head over here and we'll try both. We'll try selling in the hay barn, and then also try seeing if I can tip into the whoa heavy trailer. Alright, we need to get over there. I imagine this little dirt road will take me over there. Interesting. Looks like they don't have a hay sale point over here. So we'll just see if this has a tip trigger. It does. Fantastic. It probably only holds 50,000. Yeah. We got $15,000 for that silage. It's not that great. So the other thing I can do is tip into this one. And that will start producing fuel. Oh, there is a barn right up there. Great, and now I just got rid of the rest of it, so I can't test it. Alright, so let's check on our seeders. Looks like that one over there is done. And hire a worker. Awesome. Alright, looks like our feed mixer has started running. Very nice. And our trailer's full again. So let's see, did we negatively impact our silage price? We did, but it's still pretty decent. Let's go sell at Allen Farms. So that's up here. And that definitely doesn't have a barn. So there's a barn here. A Got this barn here. Regular BGA is only 221. I'm reluctant to go over here because I probably haven't had enough time pass that I can sell more, but I mean, I guess I can just take this over there and see. Alright, so first off, let's see if we can sell any silage in this barn. No. Alright. Oh, we got a little bit of fuel. I think the model for this tank needs a little work. It's odd that you can, like, some stuff you can see through when you're looking at the cylinder. Yeah. That thing's weird. Almost time to sell some more. Alright. I can't back up to it. There we go. And we'll dump the rest over here. Alright. That works. Looks like I don't quite have enough for a full load, so I'll probably be it for now as far as silage goes. Alright, let's check on our seeders. Looks like everything's out working. That's good. Alright, so looks like our seeder for the Battlefield 5 is going to need to be refilled. Alright. Seeder's filled back up. I'll take it back up to the field and get it started again. Looks like this has got a few more passes to go here. So one of the other things I was curious about doing in this episode, so most of you probably noticed I had the Courseplay video that I put out a couple days ago about how to harvest some of the free grass, and in that video I used a mower and a windrower and a loading wagon and transferred it all back to the farm. One thing I've been curious to try out here is if I buy one of those PP20 auger wagons and stick it behind this forage harvester, can I get Courseplay to drive this forage harvester around one of those free grass fields over there, and then I can just come with the semi and empty off of the auger wagon occasionally. Uh-oh, helper A is blocked by an object. Let's get this up here. Well, it won't be in the way over here. Let's go see what's wrong with helper A. Yeah. Guess I kind of have to do a headland on this field with this cedar. Alright, hire that worker, let it finish. Cultivator's still going. This guy's still going. This guy's still going. Be done pretty soon. Keep driving this up here. Okay, so here's where I want to do the next round of free grass off of. I already did some of this. It's in the first ready to harvest stage, so it'll be an okay yield. But it's good enough. We can start course recording. Alright, that should work. We'll stop that there. Turn that off so I don't have to listen to it anymore. And I'm going to save this as edge path. And we'll make a new folder called FG2. And we're going to move the edge path into FG2. Okay, and then I can, oops, I want to put the arm out, pipe out, there we go. And I can just leave that there for now. Next thing I want to do is you're not done yet. Let's, I think I did this when I planted the oilseed radish too. There must be something over here it detects. Alright, we'll hire a worker. Okay, you are done. Alright, now this guy's done. Well, there is a little spot over here that I missed. Alright, looks good. So I still need to seed that field. However, I do need to take this back and refill it because 22% is probably not going to be enough to do that field. So I'm going to take this over here. And open up Courseplay. And I'm going to say transfer dealer to main farm. First waypoint, drive course, stop at the last. And I can grab this cultivator. And we'll hire a worker down here. Perfect. Alright, so while that's going, the next thing I can do is grab my truck here. And we'll go up and empty our forage harvester. Whoa. Okay, Puma has made it back to the farm. Stop driver, clear course. Let's refill this. Alright. I'm thinking I'm eventually going to want to have some those refillable seed and fertilizer containers down at the cow farm too. Alright, so now we want to transfer from farm to cows. Drive course, stop at the end. Okay. Get that out of the way. And now we can do fieldwork mode, course generation, currently loaded course, 5.9 meters, starting in the, that's a tricky question. Let's do the northwest. And we're gonna head south. And we do want to return, and I want to do probably 4 headlands going clockwise and then back and forth. Yep, generate that. Preview it. Alright. That looks interesting, huh? Alright, so our start point is going to be way over there. That's fine. Technically I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, let's do those headlands the other direction so that the pipe's facing out. I currently have crop destruction disabled, so it's not really that big of a deal, plus it's just a grass field, but you know, realism is key. Let's see here. So free grass 2, edge path. And then we want to do northwest, south, going the other direction. Generate that. There we go. And really, you know, I could just come here basically and say nearest waypoint. Drive course. Yep, that works for me. Alright, we'll see how this does. And our Puma is back at the farm. Okay, so we can stop the driver, clear the course, close that. And I want to do, let's do wheat. No particular reason, except I already have some wheat in storage over there, so I might as well just keep adding to my wheat collection until I have enough to take a whole semi somewhere. And we're gonna go plant this on 25. I mean, I definitely want to do like wheat or barley or something that produces windrow. That's the whole point, is to get straw off of that field. I don't really care what crop it is as long as it produces straw. Alright, hire a worker, and away it goes. And Lance is saying that I have a T8 that's finished. Excellent. Alright, so if that's done, then the last thing I need this for is field 17. So we'll drive kind of around the map and head on over there. And I think I'll just do this field by hand. That's small enough, it'll only take me a little bit here. Alright, looks like our Fent is out of seed again. I should really consider swapping this seeder out for the modded one that flips the seed and fertilizer capacity, because that's stupid that this thing runs out of seed and has 97% left on the fertilizer. Alright, refilled again, and time to head back out to field 5. Alright, there's that. This guy's still going. Getting pretty close to being done here. So one thing I wanted to look at is how expensive is this field? It's currently seeded with hemp, and ooh, only 41,000. Okay. So I bought a field. I think I'm gonna grab my fertilizer sprayer and see if I can spray a layer of fertilization down on that field. Yeah, I can cut through here, that's fine. Oh. But first, I need to go empty my forage harvester. Where is my forage harvester? There it is. Alright, we got one load out of there. I have a feeling that field's going to produce an awful lot of grass. Probably way more than I can store over here. Alright, so back to that sprayer. Seems like an awful lot of sprayer for this little field. Should be able to do this pretty quick. Alright, field's fertilized. So that is ready to harvest, and the hope is that I can get enough money from selling the hemp off that field to basically pay for buying it. I didn't really need the field, and I'll probably just wind up planting corn on there to chaff, but you know. I don't think I've gotten to harvest hemp yet, so I wanted to get a chance to do that. Tight squeeze. Okay, our Puma finished. That's good. this thing back. Alright, so everything is seeded except for the last little bit of 5, field 9, and field 10. Okay, got that back in there. That is empty. So I can take this back out and unload the forage harvester because it looks like it's full again. Ah, it's right here. That's convenient. See if I can figure out how fast that thing's going. Get my cruise control to match it. 9 miles an hour. Alright. Perfect. Let that make it up the hill, and then I'll keep unloading off of it down this edge over here. Alright, I'm going to take this back and unload it. Alright, so that's full of grass. Now we can start filling up the fermenter, which already has quite a bit in it. Oh, Helper B has completed its task. Awesome. Helper B, you are taking forever. And I'm just going to move this down to field 9. And we'll hire a worker. Looks good. This thing is still filling up. And let's see if we got a good market price anywhere. Allen Farms, okay, but not great. It's still climbing, so I guess if it's still climbing, I'm just gonna put this in storage for now. And I can always, you know, grab this when the price is good and go sell it. Alright. So now I'm basically just waiting on that one seeder to finish. Because we're making food. Got quite a bit in the fermenter. And everything over here is planted. I'm not going to harvest this field just yet. I'll probably do that in the next episode. So we'll just follow along as this thing plants here for a little while. As some of you may or may not have noticed, Pleasant Valley 17 2.0 has been released. So I plan on doing a I don't really want to call it a map review. It'll be more of a map introduction. And I say that because in order to do a good quality map review on it, I feel like I'd have to play it for, you know, weeks, right? Because there's so much going on that map. It's hard to really master everything on there. You know, a lot of the maps that come out, it's the same stuff, just, you know, looks different, right? And so it's pretty easy to do reviews on that. But this version of Pleasant Valley is, the 2.0 version is so significantly different even from this map that I'm currently on, the 1.0 version, that, you know, I feel like it's going to take a while to really get a good handle on everything about it. So, but I'm definitely going to do a preview of it. You know, I'm going to show it off to everyone and kind of point out what's different between that version and this version, which is largely the factories, right? So it's got all the factories implemented. And then we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do on the multiplayer servers, because right now we still have on the public server, we've got Sosnovka, and then on the private server we've got Cherry Hills. And depending on how everyone else feels, we may wind up moving Cherry Hills to the public server and putting Pleasant Valley on the private server. Pleasant Valley 2.0 on the private server. And when that happens, I'll probably wind up moving my single player game from Pleasant Valley 1.0 to a different map. And I've got an idea of a map that I'm looking at. I want to see if I can do a couple. It's not a multi-fruit map, and I really want it to be a multi-fruit map, so I'm trying to customize it and add different fruit types to it. And if I can get that working, then I'll probably move into that map. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that over the next couple of days. I will continue to do episodes here on Pleasant Valley 1.0, at least another 1 or 2 episodes. I kind of wanted to probably basically finish out this day, or you know, I also kind of want to harvest some of these different crop types that we've never gotten to harvest before, like the, you know, the carrots and the cotton and, you know, lavender and hemp and some of the stuff that we haven't done. So I'd like to at least get a few episodes of that, even if it means I gotta, you know, fast forward time to get to that point. But you know, so I won't be ending right away, but just a heads up that this series here on Pleasant Valley 1.0 is probably going to be winding down as we move to 2.0 on multiplayer, and I'll move single player to something else. If you're interested in joining us over on the multiplayer server, I'll put a link in the video description to our Discord channel, and that's kind of the first step. Join us over on Discord. Discord's free. Sign up for an account. You know, if you are on PC, you can download the app to your computer, and it makes it easy to, you know, connect with us. It does voice and text chat. This thing's really gonna do one more line there, isn't it? Alright. And yeah, so hop in on Discord, say hi to us over there. We can get you the information for the public server. You know, and then we're limited on slots on the private, well, on both servers really, we're limited on slots. And that's one of the reasons why the private server is invite only. To get invited to that server, we look for people who are active on the public server and people who have good audio quality, because I'll likely do most of my live streaming on the private server. I have done a few live streams off the public one, and I've been really busy with work the last week and been having some issues with the game. Like I said earlier in the video, crashing, so I haven't really had a ton of time to do a lot of multiplayer live streams, but I will definitely keep those going. Those are just, you know, if, if I'm free in the evenings and everyone seems to be hanging out on the server, then I'll do live streams, but I'm not really at a point where I can schedule those because I don't want to say I'm going to do them every, you know, 3 days or whatever, and then wind up having to keep canceling on people, so. Alright, and hire a worker. While that's going, I can get one more load off of that forage harvester there. Looks like it finished its headland rows and now it's doing the down and backs. This goes easier if I just block the forage harvester, put it in traffic, and give the auger wagon time to empty. This would be a little bit better if the auger wagon went quicker, but it's alright. Alright, mostly full. Good enough. Take this back. I may have enough here to fill that fermenting silo. I'm trying to remember if those hold 250 or 500. Guess we'll find out here in a minute. Must be more than 250. Oh, 500,000 capacity. Okay. Right, alright. Whoa! Man, I keep doing that. Turn just a little bit too sharp there. Uh-oh. There we go. This truck has really good traction, and it's actually 6-wheel drive truck, unlike most of the ones you'll see. But it doesn't do you any good if you completely high center the truck. Good enough. Alright, looks like our seeder's almost done. Well, and with this field here, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. You can always cut more grass at a later date. So, got quite a bit accomplished this episode. Got every field seeded. Every field is seeded. Impressive. I don't feel like I've gotten like I feel like I'm finally caught up from doing the transition from Goldcrest Valley to Pleasant Valley, which makes it kind of funny that I'm already talking about leaving this and going to a different map. Although, you know, this is the 25th episode, so I'll probably get, you know, I don't know, we might get 30 episodes out of this map by the time I get moved off of it. Maybe. You know, so it's been a good run. And I feel like it's been longer than that because for the most part, I've just been using this central portion of the map that's basically an extended version of Goldcrest Valley. And, yeah, but now we finally got all those fields planted. And, I mean, I actually own, you know, well over half of what would be Goldcrest Valley. So you got 1, 6, 2, 3, 4 up there at the north, and then 26, 29, 30, 31 down there at the southwest. You know, so, but everything else in the middle I've got now. In the next episode, I'm gonna probably advance time until I've got enough pigs that I can go sell 2 loads of pigs. Keep cutting some grass. We'll harvest that hemp and get that field, you know, plowed and reseeded and everything. And then, you know, make sure everything's fertilized and ready to go. And then, you know, with the money I make off of the hemp and the pigs, we'll buy our first batch of cows, and we'll get everything started over here at the cow facility. And that will probably do it for the next episode as well. Yeah. So, it's a bit of a long one, but I really wanted to get everything seeded. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you please give a thumbs up? That helps a lot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more Farming Simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.